Hello sports fans, welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have my Week 9 MLB Power Rankings. So we're going to be going over last week's rankings, what those teams did this week. So then you guys will get to see my thought process behind putting certain teams where I did this week. Starting off at number 10, last week it was the Rays. They had a record of 3-4 this week. The Rays, they lost 2 against the White Sox and 2 against the Rangers, while winning 2 against the Rangers as well, and winning 1 against the White Sox. Overall, decent week, borderline top 10. 9 was the Cardinals. They went a good 5-2 this week. They swept a good Padres team in a 3-game set, and split a 4-game series against the Cubs. Overall, good week. The Cubs aren't great, but the Cardinals' wins over the Padres are good enough to move them up in the top 10. 8 was the Blue Jays. They went 4-2 this week, sweeping the White Sox and dropping 2 of 3 against the Twins. 7 was the Twins. 3-5 this week. They lost 4 to the Tigers and 1 to the Blue Jays. So overall, not very good, but still a borderline top 10 team. 6 was the Padres. They lost 4 in a row to start the week, and then won 3 in a row to finish it off. They lost 3 against the Cardinals and 1 against the Brewers, before taking the remaining 3 games against the Brewers. So they're on track to stay in the 5-7 range in my rankings. They were 6 last week, so they'll stay somewhere around there. 5 was the Astros. They went 5-1 this week, including sweeping the A's and taking 2 of 3 against the Royals. They just keep winning. They're going to definitely stay near the top of the rankings, moving slightly up from their previous spot at number 5. 4 was the Milwaukee Brewers. Not a great week. They went 3-5. They split a 4-game series against the Cubs and lost 3 of 4 against the Padres. They will stay in the top 10, but they will definitely fall out of my top 5. 3 was the Mets. They went 5-2 this week, splitting a 4-game series against the Dodgers, and they just dismantled a Nationals team in a 3-game series. 2 was the Dodgers. Only 2-5 this week. They severely cooled down. They were swept by the Pirates, who obviously aren't great, and they lost 2 of 4 against the Mets. And 1 was the Yankees. They haven't lost. They won a perfect 6-0 this week, including 2 games, where a perfect game was taken into the 7th inning, and another game where there was only 1 hit allowed in the entire game. So this week's rankings at number 10. I considered the Giants, but I decided to keep the Rays at number 10 where they were last week. They weren't amazing, but good enough to stay there at number 10. 9 was the Twins. Is the Twins, sorry. And 8 is the Blue Jays. So you could have Twins at 9, Rays at 9, really either way. You could even have the Blue Jays at 9, because the Twins did beat the Blue Jays 2 of 3. But I have the Twins at 9, Blue Jays at 8, Cardinals at 7. So the Blue Jays and Cardinals have been battling the past few weeks in my power rankings. In this week, I have the Cardinals 1 spot higher, because they just swept the Padres, and the Blue Jays just swept the White Sox. And I feel like the Padres are the better team there compared to Padres White Sox. So I think the Cardinals sweep of the Padres is more impressive than the Blue Jays sweep of the White Sox. So Cardinals come in at number 7 and Blue Jays come in at number 8. Number 6, we have the Brewers. They fall to number 6. Padres are number 5. The Padres just beat the Brewers 3 of 4 times. So that is the reason I do have the Padres ahead. So Brewers at 6, Padres at 5. Number 4, we have the Dodgers. They're falling after they were swept by the Pirates and they split a 4-game series against the Mets. You could have the Dodgers or Astros at 4. I have the Dodgers at 4, Astros at 3. Because the Astros, they're moving up to my top 3. Another week with a lot of wins, very consistent, just winning. 2, we have the Mets. They're moving up because they played the Dodgers and split the series. I feel like they played pretty well against the Dodgers. But then the Dodgers were also swept by the Pirates, so the Mets move into that number 2 slot. And number 1, we have the Yankees. Really not an explanation needed. They had a great week, haven't lost. Excellent starting pitching. So Yankees top my week 9 MLB Power Rankings, as they've been on top for quite some time now. So let me know in the comments if you agree with my rankings, disagree, and why. If there's another team besides the Yankees you would have at number 1, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.